So good to hear from you again last week. It's nice to kind of have that life update to hear where you've been. I today wanted to add in a couple of stories from my last couple weeks. One is from like 2 weeks before school started, and the other ones are from school. So here are just a couple of stories about the last time I wore heels and other such embarrassing moments. So when I moved up here, I decided that I needed to find a church in the area because driving back and forth between Grand Rapids and Big Rapids or Grand Rapids in here or Big Rapids in here wasn't going to be the best option for me. I needed that community here in the area. So the second time visiting this church, which I really love and plan on attending long term, I decided to wear heels because I have worn my chacos all summer long, and I needed to feel classy that day. Heels give me like a super confidence boost. So I decided to wear heels to church, and I'm walking into the church, which opens up almost directly into the sanctuary. It's a little strange. I go to shake the hand of the greeter who's holding the door open, and I tripped and I fell flat on my face. Like, boom! I skinned both of my knees in front of the entire congregation, and everybody was super concerned, and it's probably one of the most embarrassing things that has ever happened to me. I plan on going back to that church again tomorrow, so I hope nobody remembers. It was 2 weeks ago, and I was at Chapel of the Pines last week, so hopefully nobody still remembers that embarrassing moment for me. So the second embarrassing moment of the week was with my students. We had, when I started out in my classroom, we had two fish. And my students desperately wanted to name these fish. I'm like, okay, let's hold a vote and we'll name the two fish. And they were super excited about it, and they ended up voting on the names Bartholomew and Patricia. And I was like, sure, we can call them Bartholomew and Patricia. Let's go over there and feed them. And when we walked over to the fish tank, all the students are crowded around. Which one's Bartholomew? Which one's Patricia? I said, the long skinny one is Patricia and the big one is Bartholomew. And they said, great, well there's Patricia. Where's Bartholomew? And after a few minutes of searching the fish tank, we noticed that Bartholomew was floating along the top and is no longer with us. So all of my students are now slightly traumatized at the loss of our classroom fish Bartholomew. So there's that embarrassing moment of the day. They were all like, Miss Blaukamp, how could you let this happen? It was pretty traumatizing. So those would be my two embarrassing moments from the week. I also had a couple of, like, interesting moments with kids trying to spell my last name because, you know, it's Dutch, so you got all of those random letters in there, and they just didn't know how to get it. It took us, like, 20 minutes to log into textbooks that they needed my name for, which was pretty difficult. The U and the W right in a row seemed to throw people off. But I did have a parent come in to meet me, and she was all like, oh, Blaukamp, that's very, very Dutch, isn't it? It's good to have a nice Dutch girl teaching my student. And it was really, really funny. Actually, that interaction was probably my favorite part of the week because this parent also told me that she knew how hard it was to move away from your family and that she would be praying for me while I'm up here. And I teach in a public school in a not super Christian area. I mean, it's not Grand Rapids, so it's like not what I'm used to, and it was just really, really encouraging to have a parent come up to me and tell me that they're praying for me and that if I needed anything, like, even outside of school, they'd be willing to help me out up here. So I guess I am starting to form that community up here, which is really, really exciting for me. I have a million more stories that I can tell you that I'm sure I will tell you, but I think I'm going to leave it there for the week. General life updates for Jess. I am going back to Grand Rapids tomorrow because my family party, Chicken on the Road, is tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. I'll be able to see a lot of family that I haven't seen in a while. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that. And I don't even know what else. We're going to go see Turtles All the Way Down tour. I am so freaking pumped for that. You and me and Aaron and Julie are going to drive down to Indiana to go see Turtles All the Way Down tour. I am super pumped. We've been talking about road tripping for forever, and this is going to be a really great time that we can spend together and express our nerdfightarianness all together as a group. I'm really excited. So I think that's all I've got for you today, Andy. Love you dearly. See you, I'm not sure when, but hopefully soon. Well, definitely on Thursday, right? Love you, dear. Bye.